The beauty of not knowing. They say ignorance is bliss. And it took me a while to realize why sometimes it's better to not know everything. Or to not know certain things that can actually hurt. Because the hurt itself, if we talk about how pain works in the body. Pain is in the mind. I mean, it can be physical, but what hurts the most is not the physical sensation, but it's knowing in the mind that something's hurting. Because your attention is absorbed by the idea that you are experiencing pain, then that pain is really a big thing. So you have to deal with the pain itself, the physical sensation, and the pain, which is the idea of like you're in pain. So the knowing can cause a lot of pain. But this goes far beyond the idea of, why ignorance is bliss and why there's power in not knowing. And I want to try to break it down in a very simple way. Pain is that which hurts. And that which hurts comes from many things. Let's say you find out something about someone that you really love and that you would never expect this from this person. You find out something about this person, or you are in a relationship with this person and you realize the biggest truth on why this person maybe spends time with you or is doing what it's doing with you. And here's the thing, knowing is very relative as well, because you might think like something inside you, like from a deeper source within you, shows you a particular thing. It shows you an idea. It shows you what is kind of like behind the scenes, and you might choose to ignore because you have other things to worry about, because you're not strong enough to handle that truth, or because there's no point in accepting that truth without proof. And a lot of things that happens in the abstract plane, right, in the consciousness level, is quite abstract. Like emotions are abstract, but we have enough evidence of it because we rationalize it. Therefore, it becomes real. We rationalize it and we intensify with our words and thoughts and feelings, and we make that thing real. So the moment you believe something, the moment you accept something as truth, that's it. You gotta carry that burden for as long as you believe in it. But when you don't believe in it, and when you just have like evidence of it, and you have like, oh, I sense this, is yet something you can't quite prove with enough facts and evidence until someone from outside of you, or most likely the person that is in relation to that story that you were told intuitively, confirms, validates that which you've been sensing. So now you're left with two options. Let's say you are sensing something that can cause you a lot of hurt and pain. Do you choose to fully embrace that and take action upon it, even though you know that by taking action upon it can cause more pain and disturbance in your life? Or do you just pretend you don't know? Or do you just pretend that what you're sensing is not really real? It's just, an idea, a possibility. And this is what self-mastery is, because I think we are not designed to know everything about everyone. We know the world can be extremely beautiful, wonderful, peaceful, but it can be very cruel. Once you start to realize what goes beyond human nature. So sometimes it is better to pretend, and some of you might freak out with the example I'm about to give. Sometimes it makes more sense to pretend like you don't know that you're being cheated on, instead of accepting that you are being cheated on. Unless, once again, you have concrete proof of what's happening, like that really comes to your entire screen. And I mean, the screen is like, your mind is like a screen. Whatever you focus on is what you're giving light to, or shining light upon it, is what becomes really true. So if you're not seeing anything on your screen that kind of tells you, that kind of proves you, that shows you that is really happening, then maybe, you want to work on forgetting that you are sensing something that is just in the mind. Because if it's not in the mind, what else would it be? Outside you? Inside you? Well, you carry it all. Subconsciously, if you're still ruminating upon this idea, that also causes a certain amount of hurt and pain. But you want to expand this even further to realizing that you want to be your best friend. You as the mind, you as the one who shines lines upon things, you as this person, you as the body, mind, and soul complex, as this beautiful entity that you are. And that the best thing to do is be on your side and be your best friend. And being your best friend means, let me just show you the positive aspects of this experience, instead of what might be happening behind your back. Because again, there's so much to do in this life, so much to focus on, and so little available to really focus on. When you think about what you can do in a certain amount of time, you realize there's no time to worry about things that might not even exist. With that, I'd like to close with, there's power in not knowing. Ignorance is bliss.